What is up, you guys? Welcome to SBL Season 10 Match of the Week 2. Part 1, I should say. There's going to be another Match of the Week after this one, but for now, we're doing the X Division Match of the Week, and I'm so excited. I'm Pixixie. I'm joined here by my co-host, Shrug.
Yeah, we got some games for you. So this is Ulico versus Cyb3r, right?
Yep.
We got some cool games here. I guess do we just jump right into the team sheets?
Why not? Let's do it.
To go. Okay. Well, according to the stream I'm looking at, it looks like we got Adrian's team, unless I've completely messed up. But we got the Mega Gengar squad, right? We got I feel like Adrian's squad this week has a lot of guys with like a lot of supportive potential, because you got Mousehold running the friend guard, the pretty standard Encore Super Fang Follow Me type of stuff. You've got Rotom, who has like good offensive output, but also has some really helpful speed control in that Electro Web. But judging from looking at it, it might be a little bit more offensively geared, just like running that Overheat and Thunderbolt, like not doing any like Will-O-Wisp or that sort of thing. Then you got Tinkaton, another strong support Pokemon with a wonderful combination of Fake Out and Faint, and then Gigaton Hammer to give some extra damage there. So those are like the three more supportively geared guys, and then you've got Swampert, who is definitely not as strong as his Mega form, but he's a nice tanky guy who only has to worry about grass moves, and he's got pretty good coverage in the Earthquake and Wave Crash. I feel like, those are scary moves to get hit by no matter who you are. And then Low Kick is coverage, some extra tech, it looks like. And then you've got the two Megas, Mega Gyarados and Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar, very scary, very fast special attacker. You don't really need to do much to just blast people with any of your stab moves, and then Dazzling Gleam for both spread and coverage. Pretty straightforward set. And then over on Gyarados, it looks like we're foregoing any dark type coverage and just going for Waterfall and Power Whip. And then with the Dragon Dance setup, which is enabled by the strong support that Adrian's got with this squad, he's going to be able to get himself into a position where Gyarados is just killing everybody left and right. That looks like the squad. I'm curious what Cyb3r's looks like and how it's going to match up.
The lack of dark move on Gyarados is interesting. You'd think there'd be something coming into a Mega Metagross team, but willing to forgo that for this week. For Will's team here, we've got some iconic classics across SBL. Sneasler and Primarina here, both kind of have a pedigree, and let's not forget Metagross, Stompy, as he is formerly called. In any case, yeah, Metagross was just a very classic build here. You know, the Psychic Fangs, Bullet Punch, and then Body Press, which is pretty strong options here into Will's team. Sneasler running also a pretty standard set, the Close Combat Wider. It's pretty much the set you'll see on Ladder. And Primarina here with two spread moves, Hyper Voice and Dazzling Gleam. Just trying to catch Adrian's Pokemon in a bad spot. On this Hydreigon, interestingly, we had a little chat with the competitors before this, and it came out, Adrian had told Will that Hydreigon is a great Pokemon for Mega Metagross, so he might be kicking himself seeing this Life Orb Hydreigon with Snarl, Draco Meteor, and Earth Power. Those Draco Meteors are going to hit like a truck with Life Orb, and Snarl is a great option against Gengar if you're trying to whittle it down. Aerodactyl with the Tailwind, Bulldoze, Rock Slide. Also another mega option in case you're willing to forgo Metagross. Just amazing speed control, and those fast Rock Slides hit hard, and the flinch chance is always there just to throw Adrian off. And this Luxray set is really interesting. It's generally more supportive. I guess Throat Chop to maybe stop a Perish Trap if that were to come out. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I saw that. in Adrian's team sheet.
No Perish Trap this week, but
There
yeah,
you
I
go.
wonder if Luxray with Scarf outspeeds Gengar. That might
It's
be
probably pretty close.
Yeah, like I mean, even if you're not disabling Perish Song, you're just getting a nice, super effective move in on him.
Yeah. And even if you don't lock into Throat Chop, like maybe Gengar comes in later, you still have Electro Web to whittle down its speed, maybe to put Metagross in a position to one-shot the Gengar with Psychic Fangs, which I imagine is pretty close to a one-shot. But yeah, I mean, just looks like a very well-rounded team. A lot of fairly standard sets, but you know they're standard for a reason. So I think we're going to see a pretty volatile match here.
Yeah, definitely. I think one really interesting thing with Adrian's team is Aerodactyl's the kind of mon where you can just kind of run it without Mega Evolving it. You could just bring him to press Tailwind and Rock Slide for you. The flinches don't really care if you're Mega or not. So
I mean, that's why it's
really
such a great. It's such a great like Mega Pokemon, especially in VGC, where you know you don't have to do that. It's a great secondary. And I think on a team with Metagross, where you know Metagross is really kind of the shot caller, it's great just to back up that Pokemon. You know, even if you don't want to commit your Mega on Aerodactyl.
Yeah, having somebody who can contribute without having to take away from Metagross's like central role on the team. It seems like a really good fit for the squad.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter what, a 130 base speed Tailwind is pretty good.
Yeah, that's gonna be strong no matter what team you put it on.
But yeah, it looks like we're about to get in the match.
Yeah, we're about to get into it. Oh boy,
I'm excited. This is the number 2 and number 3 overall best players in every season. I even think Will has the highest amount of wins like per number. Maybe not necessarily highest win rate, but highest wins at 90. So these are two amazing players, both 2-time champions as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like Will's been around a bit longer, but Adrian has a couple. You know, the last 2 seasons, 8 and 9 under his belt. He's the champ. So
yeah,
he's kind of the guy to beat. We'll see if Cyb3r's able to pull out some old man tech on him. but these two have both been around for a long time, so it's not any kind of young gun versus the ancient champion or anything.
Definitely not. One funny thing is if you check the players, Adrian's player site on our new website, by the way, in case people watching at home don't know about that, we have a website now.
Yeah.
His elo performance is just a straight diagonal upward line.
Yeah.
He's only gotten better with time
in his life.
No, absolutely not. So yeah, this is gonna be such a fun match to watch.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess okay, we're getting our leads. Aerodactyl, Sneasler, super fast opening. And then we've got Tinkaton and Cyb3r, a lot slower and a lot more support oriented, really.
Yeah, I mean, Sneasler Aerodactyl is just a great lead. The fake out Tailwind, you get that for free. But with Tinkaton, Sneasler's kind of put in a difficult choice here. If Sneasler fake outs Tinkaton, that's fine. Tinkaton doesn't get to fake out. But then you have the Wave Crush from Cyb3r, which probably threatens extremely heavy damage on Aerodactyl. And if you fake out Cyb3r, then, Tinkaton presumably fake outs Aerodactyl or Gigaton hammers, And right. I can't imagine that's going to feel very good.
Right. I think it'll be interesting to see where these fake outs land. Having the faster fake outs usually nice, but it's like fake out plus Tailwind, and then you're not doing really any damage for the turn. It might not feel amazing in the moment.
Yeah. Oh, but no, Tinkaton's switching out.
All right, Tinkaton not interested in battling right now. We're getting the Intimidate down on 2 physical attackers. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to see the White Herb, though. This is now the fastest Sneasler alive.
That's true, but it doesn't get to burn its White Herb on close combat now. And yeah, do we see a... Oh, but the Earthquake!
Ooh, oh. No way Sneasler's living that.
Single target, too, yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Sneasler.
The White Herb didn't even matter.
Rest in peace. Yeah, that's one of those situations where, as a Sneasler player, you're thinking, maybe I should have gotten focus sash.
Yeah, well.
That's always the decision you gotta make though. It's great anti-intimidate tech, but then you're still made of paper.
Yeah, even then, I mean, you probably don't calc for the single target earthquake all the time.
Yeah.
Although earthquake's not gonna be hitting anybody now with levitate and just flying type. So
Yeah. Yeah, Swampert feeling a little awkward here. Like, hey guys, can I earthquake again? They're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
But I mean, that was a great switch from Adrian there. The Intimidate also kind of making Aerodactyl a bit of a lame duck. It has to Tailwind to get some value, otherwise just not doing any damage. The only real damaging move it has is, maybe Rock Slide.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's not gonna be able to do a whole lot. I mean, it's like Rock Slide's not that strong to begin with. You get the flinchies, but you're just not putting out any damage.
Yeah, although one thing I do know, this Draco Meteor is gonna hurt.
Yeah, whoever's taking it is probably on their way out of the match. Oh, we got more Intimidates. Okay, we got more pivoting. Tinkaton's back?
Oh, did he read the Draco Meteor? No, it's Swampert takes the hit.
Poor Swampert. Is he down? No.
Oh, he's living.
And he gets to have a delicious snack, that citrus berry. Right, there we go. I thought maybe I forgot the team sheet. And we got a wave crash going into the Aerodactyl slot.
Yeah, so Luxray takes it, but
yeah. And
well, now what does Luxray want to do?
Yeah, Luxray's got Throat Chop, so it can hurt Swampert if it wants, but it probably wants to do electric moves if it can help it.
I mean, at the very least, this Hydreigon outspeeds the Swampert, but it just curved its special attack, and its other options to damage the Swampert don't really seem that appealing. Yeah, you really have to hope and pray that Throat Chop is able to take it out, but depending on how this Luxray is built, I'm not so sure it can do it.
Right, and also you've got the fake out pressure from Tinkaton. That could come into play here. It could help save Swampert for this turn. Might even give him a chance to get another Wave Crash off. Oh, Volt Switch, just piecing out.
Oh yeah, because if he Earthquakes again, although you probably don't want to do that with Tinkaton on the field.
Yeah, I guess it's viable because it's Shuka Berry, but I'd still rather not burn my berry on protecting myself from my own guy.
Shuka Berry comes out again into Swampert.
Is it enough?
It is enough, just barely enough.
It's just enough. That might have been some like high roll, low roll kind of stuff.
Well, possibly. Maybe I was too quick to discount the Life Orb contribution there,
Yeah.
It still did a ton of damage.
Yeah, it's hella strong. Gigaton Hammer, funny move. Just conceptually, you get bonked by the giant hammer. But Hydreigon able to take that. Okay.
Looks like Ulico is predicting Aerodactyl to swap into that slot, the Hydreigon slot, because it did not play rough.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good point, because Play Rough definitely would have dusted that guy.
For sure.
I feel like there's been a lot of pivoting, a lot of prediction attempts. There hasn't been any like huge, gotcha moments. It's just been, a little bit of, a couple hits here, a couple hits there, Frail guys going down. And now we got Aerodactyl committing the Mega Evolve.
I mean, it just occurred to me, Metagross didn't even get brought to this game.
Right, yeah. And we've got Gyarados also committing the Mega.
Yeah, I mean, this Aerodactyl is intimidated now.
And the mold is
I guess we'll see how much it can do to this. The feint.
No protect.
But it wasn't to protect, yeah. How much is this going to do, though? I mean, still pretty sizable damage.
Yeah, that's... I wouldn't want to take that damage. Ooh, crit. That's, it's a crit! Okay, and... Oh.
But with the Shuka Berry and the -4 special attack.
Yeah, I guess so. I think, if he wanted a crit anywhere, I think Will wanted it on that.
But the flinch! That's a huge flinch!
The flinchies!
Unfortunately, Hydreigon is not able to do much in this scenario, but, I mean, that flinch might have bought Will another turn to maybe cycle in Luxray, get another Intimidate off on this Gyarados, and force Adrian to kind of go on the back of it for this turn.
Right, being able to reset the special attack on Hydreigon and then get another full power Draco Meteor, that sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think this Hydreigon is second fastest on the field. You know.
Oh no! The other end
think...
of the rock slide, it missed on Willie
on
over there.
Tinkaton, yeah. Oh god!
Oh,
can
man.
he do it
Big
though? It's
Draco.
-4.
He's dropping the Draco. Oh, but he lives, and he's at -6.
Do we see another flinch though?
Yeah, this could decide it. Oh, we got the play rough. Okay, escorting Hydreigon off the battlefield.
Yeah, with his, the lame duck Hydreigon -6 at this point. The life orb's chunking its health away. The waterfall does come out though.
No flinchies, and he's down. Oh my god.
Yikes.
Oh, okay.
Crit.
We got another crit.
I don't know how much that mattered.
Like, Aerodactyl's pretty frail, but who the heck knows? It's down to Luxray. And Luxray is worth like, I don't know, 4 points or something like that. 2.
He's not a high roller, let's say that.
Going up against some strong draft Pokemon, so this is a tough battle.
I mean, he does outspeed these guys.
Right. Okay.
But he's locked into electric.
The wild charge.
I imagine though.
Say Supercell something.
Yes, it does. And honestly, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not entirely sure what that move does.
It's like I do at some point. I think it's like if it misses, you take recoil or something like that.
Oh, that's right. It's like the high jump kick or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like weaker high jump kick, and it's electric type. I don't know. But we got a fresh Rotom here against a 7% HP Luxray. I just don't see it happening. Yeah,
I mean, with the wild charge, the recoil.
Yeah, the recoil is gonna do the job.
But you know what? You gotta take your differential.
Yeah. No KOs for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was.
I got what mattered.
I think Will played a long-term game there. Or, excuse me, Adrian played a long-term game there. Will did not want to switch out his Hydreigon, who was just, at a certain point, not doing what he needed to do. He was just so weakened by the Concentrated Meteors. And even though he was still doing, like, a decent damage, once Gyarados comes out and starts waterfalling your team, I think you gotta start being a little worried about that.
Yeah, the damage just kept on decelerating, committing both Draco Meteors into Swampert and leaving yourself at -4. It's just really hard to contribute at that point, and it seemed like maybe Cyb3r felt like Ulico was putting too much pressure on that slot, and he didn't want to cycle or something like that. It's not entirely clear, but we'll see what adjustments happen in this game to move the set forward.
Do you think we're going to see Metagross?
I feel like you gotta at least try it. I think it's something for everyone.
I agree. It's definitely, even through resist, it's still such a strong Pokemon. But a lot of these guys, you have Overheat on Rotom, Earthquake on Swampert, Shadow Ball on Gengar, which probably comes pretty close to killing.
Right.
If I'm Will, maybe I'm not so happy. I'm not so excited to bring up Metagross into a potentially dangerous situation.
Yeah, there's some offensive threats and also some good pivot options. So that is a really good point. It might just not be, in Will's judgment, it might not be the right time for Metagross. We got Primarina though. Primarina, we both know that thing's a goat.
We do. We'll unfortunately, it's against Mega Gengar right now.
Yeah, not the opponent you want to see. But we've got that Luxray, and I feel like usually when you bring your inexpensive guys, you usually do it because you have some kind of an idea. And I feel like a lot of those ideas probably involve this Gengar. So we'll see.
I mean, we were just talking about that Throat Chop.
Yeah, that Throat Chop. There's options here. But Tinkaton here, the amazing support that it is, it's got a Fake Out that might be able to set the field up for Gengar to attack with impunity. We'll see what they decide on. I think this could end on turn 1, depending on how the move selection goes.
You definitely have to read where Fake Out is going and then make a play with your other Pokemon based off of that.
We've got the Fake Out. It's into Luxray. Huge respect going for that. And then, the Sludge Bomb. Oh, but into Luxray.
And it doesn't kill. You Red Up Protect. This Hyper Voice is going to hurt.
Big. Okay. That, Luxray surviving is pretty... I feel like that's good for Will.
I agree, because now, I'm assuming it's probably faster than this Gengar, and I'm assuming it's within range for Throat Chop to kill.
Yeah, there's no way to live at 53, right?
The thing is, you do have to be worried about Protect on this Gengar, because if you read this wrong, Tinkaton can clean this up.
Right, and then you've just got this Gigafast Mega Pokemon can kill everybody, which...
Especially if it's Metagross in the back.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the... Ooh, okay, we just go straight for the Volt Switch.
Preserving Luxray for later on, that Intimidate's hard to lose. That's definitely true.
Yeah, for sure. And we got Sneasler coming out. It won't care if it's another Sludge Bomb. It's a Dazzling Gleam.
It's a D-Gleam.
Ignoring the Primarina for that turn. Oh, wait. Gigaton Hammer? Yeah, it goes into the
Sneasler. Wow, Sneasler's just not able to do anything this game.
Enters the battlefield and leaves it a body bag in the same turn.
But now, do we see Luxray come back with maybe a an Electro Web? Just clean up these people, these guys?
That could be huge, yeah. Yeah, the Primarina's been able to just keep on screaming, and the damage is really adding up.
Yeah, Will knows Adrian's going to respect the Protect on Primarina, and because of that, just playing Cyb3r offensively. I assume Adrian's making plays as though the Primarina's going to protect any second now, but
right,
it's gotten Will so much momentum this matchup, and now that Aerodactyl's out, if Aerodactyl Megas, probably faster than Gengar, and yeah, I mean that's probably a two for one.
150 with the Mega Evolution.
Yeah, it's
man. I had to look that up.
Absurd stat.
that is a fast Pokemon. Yeah, 130 on the Gengar. So no matter how you train it, it's not outspeeding a...
I mean, even base Aerodactyl might be able to outspeed.
Yeah, like kind of depending on the investment and such.
If you have Metagross in the back, okay, well here comes the Mega anyway. Just to secure the speed lead, which is totally valid, of course.
And Primarina, I think that with the right spread, it can outspeed Gengar. And if that's the case, oh no, we just go for the Rock Slide. Yeah,
well, that's 2 for 1. They're sacrificing Sneasler to get Mega Aerodactyl on the field, taking out both Pokemon, and now Gyarados can no longer Mega Evolve. I mean, the Waterfall's still going to hurt, and of course, Intimidate is still going to... Aerodactyl doesn't like to see that.
Definitely.
But now, Gyarados is weak to the Rock Slide. Can't Mega Evolve its weakness away, assuming it's in the back here. But it is Rotom and Swampert.
Well, Rotom's got a nice Thunderbolt for either of these guys. It's packing the Pasho Berry, so it's a bit less scared of Primarina. But I don't know. Is this duo enough to take on Cyb3r's remaining 3 Pokemon?
Well, I mean, Rock Slide is going to hurt no matter what, especially on that Rotom.
Right.
And then both of them take neutral from Hyper Voice.
Yeah,
I also don't know if a Thunderbolt on Rotom necessarily kills Primarina from this range. It's probably pretty close, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's got amazing special bulk, so
exactly.
I could see it surviving. Aerodactyl just protecting. I feel like you could just... Ooh, hold on. Oh, it does
barely
survive.
Lives it, yeah. But did we see an Earthquake?
Yeah, I guess an Earthquake here should
outspeeds Swampert.
But yeah, it outspeeds, gets to get off a Hyper Voice. I feel like even if you do go down here, you're pretty happy with the way that turn went.
That's true, yeah.
The
Protect was a good call.
Slot. I feel like that likely ties up the game, but I guess we'll have to see it play out.
And I think so too. You still have Luxray in the back if you're Cyb3r here. Luxray obviously can't really touch Swampert with his electric moves, or Rotom for that matter, but you know, Throat Chop still threatens a decent amount of damage if you just barely can't get the kill on these guys.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like there's so much pressure from these spread moves. I guess you don't even really need the Tailwind necessarily. You could get it if you want to get Primarina to launch off another move before Rotom can take it out, but even just mashing Hyper Voice is paying off pretty nicely here.
Oh, the flinch!
Man, that could have been a Wave Crash into Aerodactyl. It could have been an Earthquake to knock out Primarina. We'll never know because
either way, I mean that is pretty rough. I think that was maybe the only way you could come back in if you know, you Wave Crash into Aerodactyl and took it out in one hit.
Yeah, and that's the thing about when you're up and you've got Rock Slide flinchies on your side. It's like you could just keep on extending that lead even more. It's all just icing on the cake.
Rock Slide giveth, Rock Slide taketh away.
And right now it taketh away Nilly from the field.
And not able to get the double protect, which maybe could have kept Adrian in this game just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. This duo just putting out damage on both slots in the field. They don't even care about protects. They're just gonna keep pressing their spread moves.
That's I mean, it's kind of a common critique I think in the main regulation MV. You know, it's very spread heavy. You can kind of just like use Floette or Aerodactyl or Charizard and just keep pressing spread moves, and we're seeing sort of a variation of that here with Aerodactyl and Primarina. Of course, Primarina also has the option to just do Dazzling Gleam if the option is, you know, if that's a little bit more preferable of an option. So yeah, once you can, like you were saying, once you get that super fast Rock Slide out, you kind of just, yeah, the icing on the cake, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, it's like maybe they don't flinch, but you're still getting damage, and there's always that chance. And it feels like a lot more than 30% when you're on the receiving end.
Definitely, and I mean, we saw how much damage it did to that Rotom.
Yeah.
Just taking it out from the little bit of chip that Primarina had done to it prior. So, yeah, I don't know. Gengar seemed like such a good call for the lead, but it just didn't pan out.
Yeah, and I'm just really intrigued. I think your observation about Adrian respecting the Primarina protect might have been right for that game. It might have been that he was ignoring Primarina because he was like, I've got Mega Gengar Shadow Ball. Of course you gotta protect. But Cyb3r just Giga Chad looked at him and said Hyper Voice like 8 times.
It could also be that it worked in the reverse for Adrian, because Adrian does have Feint on that, what's it called, the Tinkaton.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe because of that, Will did not want to press Protect, you know, just in case the Feint comes out. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'd have to ask them, but
there could be a lot of layers here, or they could have just been like, no, I just didn't want to press Protect. I don't know.
I just like pressing buttons. I like using Hyper Voice.
Will, let's go, everybody.
But you know, something interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, this with this lead, Intimidate has burned the wider. If the Sneasler is faster than anything, although I think that probably would have been the case already. But you know, if Gengar comes in faster than that, granted, it can't do much to Gengar, but still, Sneasler's the fastest guy imaginable right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're super boosted by the Unburden. I mean, Close Combat and Dire Claw covers a decent amount, but I don't think that anybody, you know, any present company is that threatened by it. But there is, you know, it's kind of like with Rock Slide. There's always that chance that you get a paralysis, you get a sleep, you get Hammer, taking it low.
Power Whip into Luxray.
Yeah.
With the Intimidate though, not that much.
Yeah, and you've got the Luxray threatening super effective damage into the Gyarados. I don't know how this is gonna go right now, but it feels a little awkward if you're Team Gyarados right now.
I agree, because you either have to switch or protect, because this Luxray's gonna outspeed you, likely one-shot you no matter what. We do see
Lily's outta
Tinkaton
here.
switch with Swampert. Yeah, just so you know, say, hey Luxray, if you lock into an electric move, you're in trouble.
Yeah, let's see what he goes for. A close combat into the Swampert slot. And that's
that's kind of
pretty
not
big
good though.
damage.
That's the Citrus Berry.
Ooh, yeah, right at the threshold.
Yeah, and that blocks the Volt Switch too.
Yeah. I'm curious if that was the intention there or not. But Gyarados still hanging out. It's just he's not able to do nearly as much when you got Luxray staring you down.
I mean, it has to go, and whatever comes in is likely going to take a Volt Switch. I assume that's still the option Cyb3r wants to go with. But now, if you're Ulico, the mind game is if this Luxray Volt switches, is it going to be Aerodactyl who comes in, who I can Wave Crash into?
Yeah, it's kind of like, do I Wave Crash here and try to take out Aerodactyl, or do I Earthquake and try to get the double, assuming there's no switch? And
yeah,
I don't know what the right answer is here. Big close combat that covers the Mega Evolution and a switching,
and that definitely hurts Tinkaton.
Yeah,
he does Volt Switch.
Okay, you've got the Volt Switch and Swampert yet to act. Probably not Earthquaking if you got Tinkaton, but maybe Adrian's just made like that. Oh, we got the Primarina. That's not going to
calling the Wave Crash then.
Crash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's some great defensive synergy with this team. I feel like this whole match has been really challenging too. Sure, I've got something that's very clearly threatening, but they can just switch.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think that was the right play. I think you do have to Wave Crash into that no matter what, because you don't want Gyarados to take that Volt Switch. You want it to take something out, and if Tinkaton is your answer, is your guy to take these incoming attacks, you don't want to press that. You still get decent enough damage on Primarina. I mean, what is that, 35%? That's not enough. That's nothing to slouch at. It's still a decent amount for a resist. So yeah. I mean, I think even then you're still pretty happy for Adrian. You're in a good spot. Your Tinkaton can fake out now. Yeah.
Okay, Sneasler's out. It was at like -2 on its defenses and very low. And now you get to refresh your Intimidate. This time it's only going to affect Swampert. Own Tempo, a wonderful ability for negating that Intimidate. And this time Wave Crash into the Luxray slot. Intimidate really coming into play there.
Yeah, Luxray just took that like a champ. Primarina didn't flinch. Now Luxray's the fastest on the field. Primarina, well, actually, now that I think about it, Tinkaton might be able to get a KO with Feint here on Luxray.
It might be enough, yeah. Unintimidated, it's a weak move, but I could definitely see it doing enough.
Yeah, Luxray's not the bulkiest guy. I assume it's built purely for offense, with the Choice Scarf and all these attacks it's got. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that Feint is pretty scary right now. And if you're Cyb3r, you're thinking about that, you're getting a little worried.
Yeah, because if you get taken out on the Luxray, that activates Gyarados.
Yeah,
Gyarados
exactly.
Can't do anything until Luxray's gone, and so getting rid of it's a huge priority. Here comes the Feint into Primarina.
And
oh no!
Citrus.
You just healed him with your attack.
And now Luxray's back away.
If
here's the crazy
Earthquake, then it's a baller play though.
Yeah, exactly. If you predict that, and it's Earthquake, and it's
I guess
not
if it's
Aerodactyl.
Wave Crash into Aerodactyl, yeah. What is the pick?
Well, that's the thing.
If it's
I think
Hydreigon here.
Oh, that's true.
Hydreigon would be exactly what you don't want to see. It's Aerodactyl. If that's Wave Crash into that slot, kind of huge.
Well, that's the
We're
thing.
too nervous to eat berries.
Oh, it was Earthquake.
Earthquake. It's gonna do some damage to Primarina, but I don't think it's gonna worry too. Ooh, okay, that was more than I thought it would be.
I think that was the wrong play. I think if you're Adrian, what's stopping you from Wave Crashing into that slot? That probably kills Luxray. Probably kills. Well, maybe not. Probably kills Sneasler. Actually, probably does kill Sneasler.
Yeah.
And then if it's Aerodactyl, probably kills Aerodactyl. What was stopping you from Wave Crushing that slot?
Yeah, couldn't protect with the Luxray slot because it was choiced. So, we'll have to see if we can get more info on that play. Excuse me, on that play. But now we've got Gyarados in play. but it still has to be conscious of Luxray waiting in the wings for it.
The thing is, you probably cannot safely switch in Luxray right now. You need to get rid of Swampert. Granted, only 6% HP, but are you going to rely on the Rock Slide to take it out? Maybe get a miss?
Yeah.
That'd be disastrous if that were the case.
90% can very quickly equal 0% in situations like this.
Yeah, especially if, Ulico sees that and maybe Power Whips into Primarina, and then, then all of a sudden Cyb3r's in big trouble.
Wouldn't be surprised if that Power Whip was put on specifically for destroying Primarina.
I would not be surprised either. It seems like the appropriate use case.
Now we've got Aerodactyl coming in. Giga boosting
Double Mega.
Yeah, we've got the double Mega. We've still got 2 threats to Mega Gyarados in the back, though, with Close Combat Sneasler and Electric moves galore Luxray.
Yeah, Swampert protecting. I think Ulico sees the value that Swampert's bringing to this matchup right now.
And now Rock Slide. It might come down to the flinchies here.
Oh, that is so much damage, though.
That almost just took him out. So critical hit.
Oh. The flinch! No, and the D-Gleam. It's gonna just... That's Gyarados gone.
Yeah, that's Rip Bozo. You just lost your Mega.
You hate to see that.
I mean, that's like a crit alone. Maybe not that big of a deal, but the crit and the flinch, even just the flinch alone would have been rough. We got a fresh Rotom, but this is a tough team to deal with. Even
with the crit, you threaten a massive damage on either of these 2 Pokemon. But the flinch just, I think, solidified Ulico's not going to be able to come back in this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, even if Gyarados had taken out the Primarina instead of flinching and dying, it's like, that's a free switch into either of Luxray or Sneasler. That was just like a difficult spot, no matter what way you slice it. But I think this was still the worst case scenario.
I mean, interesting Tailwind though. Maybe saying a Protect on a Rotom?
It might just be, since we know that Rotom is faster than Primarina typically. Yeah. This is to boost up Primarina.
That's fair, yeah.
Get the Hyper Voice off. And then Rock Slide might even KO, since it'll be single target this coming turn. Down goes Primarina.
You're probably worried about, tossing your game on a Rock Slide miss. So I think that is probably the right play, boost up Primarina's speed so that it can hit both these guys, as opposed to essentially gambling on Aerodactyl being able to close it off.
Right, yeah, because it's like if you tried Rock Sliding there and Swampert dodges it, and then it gets a Wave Crash off or something. Yeah, I think your analysis there is spot on.
Unfortunately, I don't think the Little Oven is gonna be able to take this one out.
Yeah, I don't think this is an easy big victory for our hero over here.
Alas, alas.
I mean, fake or a close combat might even KO here. This is just
probably.
Like you're gone in many multiple ways.
Cyb3r's team is just so fast. Like without easy, reliable priority, it is so hard to get a foothold, especially once those Rock Slides start coming out.
Yeah, because even if you match Tailwinds, these are some fast guys.
Exactly.
In an even speed control environment, Will's just gonna outpace you.
And you have like Unburdened Sneasler, which is procced at the behest of Cyb3r, so it's just a tough one.
Yeah, very very difficult to get any kind of speed control there. It was a very hard fought battle, and I think that we have our combatants here to, no doubt, very toxically yell at each other after that hard fought battle.
Something like that.
Hey guys.
Good game, Adrian.
I wouldn't want to take that in. Ooh, crit. That's
yeah.
We got the highlight reel.
Yeah, so the voice tripped me up for a second with the
I can hear me, yeah.
Minus
But
no, that was a very hard fought battle. There was many times when me and Strike did not know which way it was going to go. I think one question I have, there was a point at the last game Adrian, where you earthquaked against the Luxray Primarina. And I sort of made the observation, why that over Wave Crash into the Luxray slot, where Luxray was so low, and if something were to switch in, you do so much damage. Was there something you were accounting for there?
Well, so Luxray was gonna Volt Switch. So I just felt like I had to call. It was always tricky, right? The Volt Switch just always kept me on my toes, and in the game 3, I just got it wrong every time, basically. Whether I need to click the ground move to call a Sneasel or the Luxray, or click, Wave Crash into the arrow. And he successfully switched. Like he put Prim into the Wave Crash. I just got the call wrong. I think of what I thought I needed to do. I thought maybe this would be a protect from Prim.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of got it wrong.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the Luxray got a lot of respect here
How much is this gonna do though?
from
I mean, it's still
Adrian, and your
pretty sizable
pivots in
damage.
general were
were
really well placed. What was the thought process behind Luxray? Was it we speculated that it was engineered to pressure Gengar specifically, but then also having electric moves to pressure Gyarados, always nice. But what was the process like there?
Sure. So I mean, I was gonna run Scarfed Mamoswine because like that was like my default build. That's what I was thinking. But when I was looking at the prep, I was just like Mamo is definitely like decent, but I wanted one Luxray. I just started looking at all my options. I was like, Luxray has Volt Switch, which is really nice in case of Perish Song. I was like, well, the Scarf speed at max speed is 201, so like it beats out max. It beats out Max Gengar's speed by 1 point. So I was like, okay, wait, actually, it kind of makes a lot of sense then, because I can pressure Gengar by either like Electro Web, I can Volt Switch out, I can Intimidate spam the rest of the team. So I was like, it works really well, and then it pressures Gyarados like really strongly as well. So it just seemed like a better pick than Mamoswine. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna run a Scarfmon, Luxray seems pretty decent here. So.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it really played out as expected there. Throughout the entire set, Luxray was able to keep on pivoting in and out, and either taking attacks for your teammates or just getting intimidates down and reducing the damage output from Adrian's side. Seems like it was a really heads up pick of a very inexpensive Pokemon. You love to see those value picks get some real play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was just a really nice call. Something else I kind of noticed. I think most people would agree with me in saying that maybe Gengar and Metagross are your guys' primary megas, but this match was really decided by, excuse me, Gengar and Metagross. But I think this match was kind of decided by Gyarados and Aerodactyl more so. You guys want to maybe comment on why you felt like what I would consider your secondary megas were a lot more impactful this time around?
Yeah, I can go first. If you look at his team, I felt like Gengar was super heavily pressured by basically everything. The Hydreigon, the Metagross itself. Sneasler, I thought could easily run Throat Chop, which would kind of just invert the matchup there. Mega Arrow, of course, is faster. So I just never really wanted to do a very heavy Gengar-centric plan because I just didn't see that much room for it to really do a lot. Keep in mind, this is also including prepping against Mamoswine, who also is really, good into it. So I was only ever going to use it as a game 2. Like I was going to bring in the back game 2 to kind of end like the sweep. Because I actually ran max speed, max special attack Gengar, which is like the opposite of what I did week 1. Like I ran super bulky, literally just to be as fast as possible, do as much damage as possible to clean up the end game. And I actually thought the best offensive threat that I had was Swampert. So I just tried to make my game plan around supporting Swampert the best as possible, giving it to Earthquake partners. So I was like fine either megging Gyarados or not megging Gyarados. It just kind of depended on how the games go and who's still around. So yeah.
Yeah, that's totally valid. I think we saw a lot of how conscientious you were to preserve Swampert later on as the games continued.
Yeah, and then like Metagross, on my perspective, was kind of similar to what Adrian said with Gengar. Is like Metagross was super pressured by like most of this team. And then like I was also thinking like in a way Mousehold all kind of stopped him offensively as well, because if I don't have any good spreads, then I have to break through that first. So I was like, well, Metagross is decent. I just spec'd like a super bulky one, but I still didn't like him over Arrow, because Arrow just gave like a lot of pressure for the whole kind of team there with the speed. And then Rocks in general I just liked because, well, Rotom is scary. And so
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he's not-
had a
you
super
can't
tough
hit him.
time predicting what the arrow's going to do any given turn, because I thought most turns Rock Slide, Tailwind, or even Bulldoze a lot of time were all viable things that he could click, and I had to cover in different ways, and I just was struggling to do that correctly.
Yeah, I mean it does. It's a really interesting thing because usually you see one person has to lean on a secondary mega, perhaps, but it does seem like both teams had to get a little creative with their team construction. Having Swampert be kind of the uh, main offensive threat for the squad is not what you'd expect, but it earned its spot. It was really hard to take out, and it was smacking people left and right. Um, and yeah, the idea the mouse hold, especially with that Choppleberry, that had to be pretty um a pretty big deterrent for Metagross, because you can't just body press it out of the way. You gotta spend at least 2 turns dealing with that. It's very interesting. Well, do we want to wrap it up here? Do we have any closing thoughts, or was there anything that either of our competitors wanted to say without prompting from our commentators?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
All right,
Sounds
last word
good.
is I think I'm good, and I think we're good too. We're so good, in fact, that we've got possibly a double header lined up, depending on where Trip is on this planet. But
Always a wild card.
yeah, he's out there somewhere, and we will track him down and keep you folks updated here on YouTube. But I think for
Well,
now,
yeah,
is that it for us?
yeah, I think so. Thanks everyone for joining us. Congratulations, Cyber, for the victory, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week.